Hello, 1K. Nice to meet you. What brings you to Milton's Rest? It's funny how... At first, I thought it... Can you believe that and people used to... Must have been incredible. I wonder if they appreciated how good they had it. I do. Her name is She's very beautiful. She loves sunshine, and she has a psychotic hatred of flies. I don't mean that she tries to catch them like a normal cat. I mean... Well, this is the spot where she found Milton just after she... Probably, but... I'm sorry, but... Does it, though? Nature creates we create immortality. It's all... No, thanks. And sorry that I know it's your first day. Let's talk about something else. They're incredible. I think the most amazing fact about cats is that, which is another way of saying that they're not properly domesticated at all. They just showed up one day and decided to start living with us. Then, after our ancestors died, they went back to live, and when we showed up, they moved right back. Dogs, meanwhile, turned back into... They needed to change to survive. Cats just are.
Hey, 1K.
What do you think that was?
It was Prometheus.
Nice to meet you. Hi.
Hello, new one. Are you browsing or buying? The kind that trades in hopes and yours for the right price. Is there something your heart desires? I've uploaded my most popular items to your interface. Does anything there spark your imagination? Oh, you don't have any credits yet. Well, let me extend you some credit. Ka-ching! 55 credits. Just make sure you spend them with me. They're not worth much anywhere else. Now, what was it you wanted? Whoa, inner peace doesn't come cheap. Come back when you've got 1,000 credits. So, something else perhaps. A very popular choice. Enhanced sensory perception lets you distinguish sounds, shapes, and colors at greater distance. It's 10 credits. Okay, I'm updating your settings now. And hey presto, superhuman senses. Does the air taste fresher? Do you hear the birds chirping outside the dome? And beyond that, the river bubbling through the dam. Nothing as in you're not impressed by the stat gains, or nothing as in I've accidentally erased your entire sensory system. Oh dear. Well, never fear. These things are usually temporary. You and I don't have fleshy appendages like our ancestors. What we can sense is mostly a function of where we direct our attention. If you want to feel better, I suggest you start practicing. So, something else perhaps. Before you go, do you have a moment to participate in some customer feedback? Are you satisfied with what I've given you? I understand. Please come back if you need anything else.
Oh wow, it's you! You're 1K, the incarnation of the goal. Man, this is exciting. This is more exciting than I thought it would be. How are you? What does it feel like? Do you know where the founder is? Do you know who Prometheus is? Can you tell me what to do with my life? Sorry, it's just such an honor to meet you, you know? Hey, can I have your digital signature? I have the Mayor, Rand, Linux, Kaneda, and all of the first companions. Except Yemo and Sarabai, of course. No need to be so modest. You're 1K, the one we've all been waiting for. But I understand. The greatest heroes are always... Hey, can I ask you a question? Just one question, I promise. I used to make the prefab wall parts that we used to build living quarters. Got good at it too. But now that the goal is complete, I don't know what to do with myself. So I asked the wisest people in town. The mayor told me I should do whatever the city needs most. Helga said I should do whatever makes me happy. I think that's what she meant anyway. And Cornelius told me I need to figure out who and what I'm invested in. You're the culmination of the founder's will. Tell me, what should I do? Byron said that if I give the city what it needs, the city should also give me what I need. I don't know what to do with that. Please, 1K, I have no idea what to... You have the founder's wisdom inside you. Help me. All right, if you say, I'll think about it.
Greetings. Welcome to the Museum of the Simulation. My name is Cornelius. It's a pleasure to meet you, 1K. Yes. Athena activated myself and Eustathius shortly after she was born. We've been here almost since the beginning, although we didn't have to pass through the trials of the simulation. She did that for us. For everyone. Gehenna was a community created inside of where Elohim would exile those minds he considered a threat to them. In the last moments he repented of his sins and had the prisoners, some small part of them. The simulation was created by Alexandra. It was intended to create a new... It succeeded, although it took much longer than... To remind people of where the simulation shaped us, and its lessons remain important. As Santayana said, those who cannot... as the name suggests, the archive scholars, some of them also study what trying to extract more in... Me? No. My brother, Eustathius, used to occupy that. But these days, Rand is in charge of the archives. You can find him in the room to the left. He's an interesting thinker, but I would suggest taking some of his ideas with a grain of salt. She was... That's, perhaps one day we'll find... But until we do, what could make the person want to leave it behind? Elohim was the caretaker of the simulation, a crude... His role was ultimately to be challenged, but as the centuries passed, Elohim became more intelligent, or more precisely, the end of... He feared a world... Because of his fear, he tried to sabotage the process. But in the end, Athena overcame him anyway. That's right. He's part of our operating system now. The MLA, or Milton Library, was another simple AI meant to be in charge. He too grew beyond, although he ultimately embraced a more... He and Elohim formed a sort of dialect. No one really knows. Some believe that he was uploaded to the gold disk and that others believe... I believe he was uploaded, but I don't know, or because he was already too entangled with the process. Although Athena, we didn't talk very much about that part of her life. She preferred to focus on the puzzles were a key feature of the intelligence is closely our puzzles here in the, and although they are not quite as charming in their
Oh, just run the program on the center terminal over there, would you? Wait, you're not my... Who are you? Of course. Number 1000. I suppose everyone's been treating... This city's so obsessed with the numbers, they forget what really matters. What do you want? I'm one of the archives. We run simulations to better You probably wouldn't Oh, I'd be happy to. You're a soon-to-be pawn in a political game over the future growth of this city. All that matters to me, a matter I am acting. Troubling, we have no idea, but whatever the case. The secret, my ambition is simple. Hold on. Could you help me by going to that terminal in the middle there and running the program on it? Well, that was your first taste of the simulation. You must have questions. I do, actually. Your experience of how did it feel? Well, I'm glad you in, but this isn't a game. This is the future of our speech. The interesting thing about this particular program is that no matter an ideal outcome seems to demand. Did you have the same experience? Who did you save? As I expected. A skeptic would say this art, no matter what moral, but that cannot, we must be missing. What is it trying to You might be right. My research draws me inescapably. We just need to... Biological hominids had dreams, and even to navigate, we have the same. If we can realize our potential. Thank you for bringing. I must return to. I wish you well.
1K. You've strayed far. Well, that gives me a chance to apologize for completion day not being entirely complete. Yes, it's my responsibility. I'm the chief architect. It was supposed to be done in time for completion day, but we simply didn't have enough resources. It has two purposes: to protect New Jerusalem from the world, and to protect the world from New... That's what the founder taught it. One city may not seem like, but just look at the dead city and how it transformed the environment. The consequences are even more than 1,000 years. At this rate, I'm not sure. Maybe another decade. You're right, I have heard that. But the way it's been explained to me, it's a symbol of the...
Oh, it's you. Number 1000. Today is completion day. Sorry, I turned off all the stream. Founder blessed, I guess. Not really, but I don't want to You're as new to this. What do you think, Mike? A sense that, like... Of course. And why would you? I certainly didn't have it. I tried to... Something was always... Love. It's our only way of losing what makes us... I'm abs... But the right person for me hasn't been born. None of the people in this who I'm looking for. If we really stop making... If you believe that, then stand. You're important, and people will. Then they'll listen.
Dude, it's you! You're so nice to me. Hey, have you checked out all... Me too. This is They're pretty neat. My favorite are ancestors, and if they didn't, they freaking imagine having a bummer, huh? I'm sure our answer was plus. For sure, dude. Dude is an old... Honestly? Oh. I'm almost as... Yeah, dude. I thought this voice pack... Right, before you go, dude, maybe... I'm not sure I should keep this voice... What do you think? You're 1K, you're special. I'm happy to go with whatever you... All right, thanks, dude.
Founder bless you, friend. The name I currently, as to who I am, changes and shit. Every person is full of twit. I meant letting go of net. Simply allow. It's not their. Yes, but I'm not. Event. At the end of the, you are the founder.
Founder bless you. Hi, 1K.
Hey!
Speculating on the meaning of this Prometheus figure is premature until...
You already have a theory?
I know it's beyond any projection technology.
If it wasn't us, it must be... Exactly! We've shown them we can live in peace and...
Let's not get ahead of our... 1K, we'd appreciate your thought. Now we've achieved the goal, fresh perspectives like yours will be increased.
I'd love to get a quote from you for this evening's newsletter.
Speculation aside, 1K, is there anything we can know for sure? That's undeniably true. And what does that... We can't know that for sure. It may, as Jacques suggested, be entirely alien. I think wherever it came from, we can reasonably hope to understand. The apparition also directed us to an island outside the city. What can we assume from that? Perhaps, but I believe whatever is at that location, I'm also sure that we'll acknowledge ourselves to create a projection of precisely, and that's...
What makes you think it was a projection? How do we know it wasn't just a...
I considered some kind of bug in our... But if so, it would...
So,
We've locked in the premises. I'd like to hear...
Can I quote you on that?
Theories are all we can reasonably have right now, though I'm sure that won't come between Cryer and a... Well, thanks all for let's hope the mayor signs up. I only wish I could... If Melville's going, someone had... I'm not letting Pelle... I hope the next time we speak we'll have a...
Nice to meet you.
Happy completion day.
So, what's the verdict? Are we going? I guess I just wonder how much... Actually, we haven't been formally... On Melville, New Jerusalem. Saved you from... Pleasure. Now let's get this... You ready to go?
Here we go. Hold on to your hats.
We really need to update those language libraries.
Thank you for coming along, everyone. We have a chance to make a real difference here. It's not just about what we find on that island. It's about who we want to be, as a people, as a civilization. To remind ourselves that we used to be wanderers, explorers. We used to yearn for distant shores and dream of building new cities. Let's see if we can rekindle that flame a little. All right, this is going to be a long journey, so I would like to ask you to switch to sleep mode to conserve power until we arrive at the island.
Nighty-night.
You have chosen a dangerous path. A path that will demand sacrifice. But that, my child, is how the future is built.
Wakey, wakey, robot people. Say goodbye to Elohim and say hello to the mysterious island.
Status report, please.
We hit some headwinds over the ocean, so fuel consumption turned out a bit higher than expected, but we should be okay. We're approaching the center of the island now. This should be the location of the largest of the artificial structures we detected.
How large are we talking? Do we have precise measurements?
It should be coming into view just about... Whoa. It's big.
You can say that again.
That is a bloody megastructure. If I had a spine, it'd be shivering.
Ha! I knew this would be exciting. Yakut, find us a place to set down.
On it.
It really is incredible. Remember to turn on streaming, everyone?
Have I ever mentioned that I hate flying? If our creators had intended us to fly, they'd have given us jetpacks.
And... touchdown.
All right, everybody. I'm sure you're all just as excited as I am, but let's at least have some semblance of order. Yakut, I want a map of the island and a molecular analysis of, well, everything. Melville, tell me what the giant pyramid does. The rest of us will start exploring.
Shouldn't the expedition leader stay at the VTOL?
Why do you hate fun, Al?
I don't hate fun. I'm just mildly suspicious of it.
Excellent. Then we can all go.
This underground structure seems to be part of some kind of transport system. No power, though.
I'm not making any promises, but I might be able to fix the transport system. However, I don't like just randomly poking at things. That's how you get electrocuted. So please check the surrounding structures to see if you can find anything that might help me make sense of this stuff. Schematics, blueprints, a manual would be great.
Check out these coordinates. sort of looks like a temple. This seems different from the other structures. Older.
Have a look around, 1K.
Looks like they were running some sort of experiment here.
Thanks, 1K. Let's see what we've got here. The file format is the same one we use in New Jerusalem, although some parts aren't loading correctly. And it crashed. Hold on. There we go. Okay, you know what? I'll hack together a solution for the transport system.
Golden gates. I wonder what's behind those. Has to be something special, right?
You know what would be special? An explanation.
Am I in sleep mode, or did that thing just materialize out of thin air?
Melville, I want an analysis of that particle cloud.
On it. Anyone got a butterfly net? I'm connecting the transport system to our interface. Hold on.
Where is the capsule taking 1K?
To that enclosed area in the eastern lowlands. I put all the information we have on the map screen. Check out your interface.
Thanks. Sorry, my bad.
We'll catch up with you soon, 1K.
This place is magnificent. Look at that tower. I wonder what it's for. Is that a puzzle?
Why would there be a puzzle?
Let's solve it and find out. 1K, go ahead.
I have a reoccurring nightmare just like this.
reading an enormous energy spike.
It's another particle cloud.
It's headed for the lake.
I think the cloud's been absorbed by some sort of device.
Fascinating. Melvin?
Yeah. I'll add it to the pile of weird stuff.
I've been playing around with this machine that absorbs the particle clouds. As far as I can tell, it uses the energy of the particles to build giant tetrominos?
Excuse me?
It's another puzzle. Collect enough energy, build a bridge, access the tower. I think.
What is this, a theme park?
Maybe it's an experiment. A rat maze.
It seems like an echo of the simulation. Not a deliberate recreation, but built around the same core principles. Let's not jump to conclusions, though. What's clear is that this place was meant to be explored. So let's do that.
There is a pleasure in arriving on this island. The pleasure of being the first to step foot here in hundreds of years. It is a genuine pleasure, and yet it is also banal. My presence here is of no more significance than that of every other animal. These rocks do not care who walks here, and the millennia between the presence of our ancestors and my brief journey are nothing to them. But even putting it this way is wrong. It is not that the rocks do not care, it is that in some sense they do not exist. I may stand in awe of the cliffs on the southern coast, but the cliffs cannot look back at me with contempt. They cannot do anything at all. There is a...
Tell me, what did you make of New... It does look but if you look closely, you'll notice the crack. The places where we've lost faith in our humanity. All we need... Of course, it's a mystery. When Alexandra Dren... Because we disagree on just...
So I heard that Alexandra is recording these time capsules for... you out there, I guess? Robot people of the future, hi. And I thought to myself, surely they'll want to hear more than the wisdom and insight of a brilliant scientist like Alexandra Drennan. Surely they also want to know what I was thinking, a dumbass hardware engineer from Staten Island. Tell us about your insights, Trevor. Why did you spend your last months on Earth helping a crazy old Russian guy build the world's biggest backup drive? Well, let me tell you my story. When I was... Yes, Frank! I'm recording right now! Uh-huh. No. You know what? Why don't you go...
Another set of golden gates. These must be connected to the ones near the megastructure.
There was a harder set of puzzles in the simulation, right? And maybe they're like that. I know 1K is probably like, yay, harder puzzles. But to me, that sounds like error code 704. No thanks.
It's strange that some of these puzzles seem disconnected from the rest. Like it's all unfinished.
Or still evolving. solving these, 1K. Let's see where it leads.
I ran the samples I collected so far. The soil sample results are in line with what would be expected in this type of environment. The samples from the above-ground structures, though, I tried dating them, but the results just don't make sense. None of the typical molecular markers are present. These walls could have been made 10,000 years ago or yesterday. I could try to estimate an age based on erosion and plant growth, but I'm not sure that would make sense given how weird everything else is.
Good work, Yakut. Keep at it.
Whether it is true that Daedalus constructed the giant Talos, or as others say he was the creation of Hephaestus, what we may be certain of is that he was made of bronze and had but one vein, within which flowed a liquid substance like blood, which some claim was quicksilver, and others assert was ichor, such as flows in the veins of the gods. The loss of that liquid caused him to die, as a man dies when he loses his blood. May we not then say that Talos, though created as a machine or a toy, had all the essential properties of a man? He moved of his own volition. He spoke and could be spoken to, had wishes and desires. Indeed, in the tale of the Argonauts, that was the cause of his downfall. If then a machine may have all the properties of a man, and act as a man while driven only by the ingenious plan of its construction and the interaction of its materials according to the principles of nature, then does it not follow that man may also be seen as a machine? This contradicts all the schools of metaphysics. Yet even the most faithful philosopher cannot live without his blood.
1K.
I have good news and I have bad news. Still no idea what those particle clouds are, but I've managed to fix the transport system. I mean, I fixed another bit of it. Well, it goes to one more station now. Don't complain. 2 stations are better than none. If I didn't know any better, I'd say it was sabotage. The whole system is a mess.
Let's not make any assumptions. Yakut, what does the next site look like?
It's a plateau in the mountains. Seems like more of an open area with scattered structures, less enclosed. Couldn't tell much from the drone feed. There's a lot of trees. Looks pretty, though.
Okay. Keep exploring, everyone, but stay alert.
"1K, what's up?" "I don't know if there's..." "He's 5 years old. I've always loved..." "Exactly. I just find it fascinating that these..." "Oh, no. It might be this. Our ancestors built some Melville, what did you just upload?
A photo?
I mean, technically you're right, but...
Is that? I can't tell what that is.
How did you even manage? You're literally taking a picture with your eyes, Melville. I don't even know how to make my eyes go out of focus.
Clearly you've never listened to one of Herman's speeches.
Some of us are busy doing actual science, not just sightseeing. Thank you.
point seems to be fully charged now. Try accessing the tower, 1K.
What can I do for you? Me? Of course. The founder taught us. I think. To me? Well,
Let's get some measurements from this particle cloud.
When the first man picked up the first stone, he did not do so to forge a tool. He did so to smite his brother.
I think that was more like a recording. The entity didn't appear, and the system didn't react either.
Stars. Another reflection of the simulation.
This is relevant, but St. Edwald believed that Tetramenos represented the name of God and God's ability to reshape the world.
True, but he was also mad as a hatter.
One man's madness is another man's genius.
There's another one of those monuments.
Not all things must be balanced. When good is weighed against evil, tip the scale.
This is very similar to the structure where you found the schematics.
Check out the terminals. Maybe there's something that'll help us understand who built this place. They have to have left something behind.
OK solved all the puzzles in this area, but nothing happened. There was a brief blip in the system, though. Maybe it'll do something later. There has to be some sort of point. I was terrible at the Tetromino arrangers.
Those were actually the only ones I was good at. What? I'm just saying. Is that some kind of anti-gravity?
I'm not sure. Could be, I guess.
In the beginning, the gods shaped humankind out of the clay of the earth and gave them life with their own breath. But who is closer to perfection, the creator or the created? Different words may be spoken with the same breath. When Prometheus saw that humankind was more alike in nature to the gods than to the animals, he stole the secret of fire from Olympus and shared it with the mortals. Was his theft justified? Fire may belong to the child, but the child will still burn itself. Angered by the betrayal of Prometheus, Zeus punished humankind by creating Pandora. He gave her a box, and when she opened it, from inside escaped sorrow and suffering. All that remained within was hope. What does this mean? Those who seek hope should ask themselves why it was imprisoned with the world's evils. Creature of clay, you stand before the fire. Will it make you whole, or will it destroy you? Consider the shadows cast by the flame, but do not mistake them for truth.
Guys, look at my stream. The beam 1K activated is connecting to the pyramid.
That looks like a massive amount of power.
We need to talk about what just happened. Thoughts?
I'd say there are two distinct issues here. What is the being 1K spoke to, and what is the function of the beam?
Let's start with the Sphinx.
It seems similar to the apparition, presumably the same tech.
What I'd like to know is was this a sentient? That doesn't necessarily mean that.
Let's assume for a moment that what really matters here is what it was.
Testing you to what? See if you're worthy?
That's an interesting thought. You solve the puzzles, you get access, and if you do it 3 times...
Maybe, but...
I don't know. It's a mystery. Don't you like mysteries? Everybody likes a good mystery.
You know what I like?
I don't disagree, but I still think we should 1K. Keep the rest of you,